Just staying focused and keep playing hard because we know that we can just relax and lay off. We like just keep playing hard at every position, and I think just this is where my confidence come from.
TJ, kind of a defensive tussle the first half. You know, they're a good defensive team. Y'all are too. What was the key for y'all? Y'all started the second half on a 22-7 run. You were big in that. What was the difference there in that spurt?
During halftime, Coach came and he talked to us, and we kind of went over some of their plays that were hurting us and some of the things that they were doing defensively that we needed to kind of attack. And then in our first round, which is the first 4 minutes of the first half, we came out and we executed what Coach was talking about, and that kind of got a spark going and got our run started.
You guys didn't let a single player for them get over double figures tonight. What was working for you guys defensively, and what do you think the key was?
I feel like we've always been a good defensive team. You know, it's we're playing for a championship, so you know, guys are amped up. Guys, you know, we're not trying to let this be the end of us, you know, this season. So, you know, that kind of added edge is, you know, and plus with our preparation and all the confidence that our coach instills in us has been helping us a lot.
How are you guys holding up physically? You played 35 games.
Oh, we'll be okay. We'll go to treatment tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll be okay.
The motivation is there.
Yeah.
You got 3 games or 2 games left in you?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, we
two.
Two.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2.
David and Q were huge in the second half. Q scored all his points in the second half. Could you talk about your 2 teammates and how they played today?
I think they played great. They stepped up. They did a good job defensively guarding the 2 guards, especially Batman, who was their leading scorer. They were under double digits, so that was huge for us to just be able to rely on them on like defensively and offensively. They just waited the game to come to them, and they made big time plays during the big time. So we just really like glad the way they played today.
TJ, on the shot that you were fouled on and made the 3 free throws, was that a zipper screen you came off of?
Yeah. It was a play where I go and I set the screen for the 4-man. You know, if I set a good screen on the 4-man, maybe I have a down screen coming. But so I set a really good screen on Antoon's man, and when I did, my man helped off me and took on Antoon. So when I came off the down screen, it was wide open.
You know, we played 3 games in this tournament, and you know, 3 very good teams. Loyola Marymount's had a great year. You can see why they've had that great year. You can see why they won the Jamaican Classic earlier in the year. And we knew they're the best defensive team in that league, and that's the league with Gonzaga and St. Mary's and San Francisco and some really good teams, Santa Clara with Herb Sendick, so really good league. And we're pretty good defensively, and that's kind of what the game was. You know, it was a defensive battle, and what ended up happening during that stretch where we kind of extended the lead, our defense led to some really good offense. We were able to get out in transition, able to get some easy baskets. You know, really, really happy for TJ Lang. He was tremendous today. He's been really good all 3 games. I think I mentioned him in the first 2 games as well. Good defensively, he's made some critical threes. It's not a lot of them, but he's made them at big times for us, which is great. And I want him to shoot it every time. I got mad at him because there was 2 other times we need him shooting. So, but we were unselfish with the ball. We were very good defensively. The rebounding after the first 10 minutes was good for us. You know, and it's a great win. It's a great win for our program. It's a great win for these guys, the work that they've put in. And now we get to keep playing. And we're going to keep building, and that's what this thing is all about, and our guys have responded extremely well. You can see you know, these guys want to keep playing and want to keep working, want to keep getting better. So as a head coach, that's what it's all about. Very, very pleased with that.
Coach, was this like a 10-rounder?
Yeah. And we break it down, Russ, as you know. We go, you know, it's a 10-round fight, 4-minute rounds, you know, and we talk about winning the first round. We talk about, you know, at every timeout, we talk, did we win that round or not win that round? You know, because you have to string those together a little bit. And it was a fist fight. They're big, physical guards, and inside, obviously. They have, 3 of the top 10 steals leader in the league is on that team, so they're great with that. They're very similar to us. They really are. They're very similar to us. And Mike said he's done a great job there. He's done a great job, and we were just a little bit better today, which is what you need to do. And to get to 22 wins for our guys is a tremendous, tremendous accomplishment.
Your defense obviously was outstanding. Were they just kind of matchup zoning you the whole game?
Yeah, well, yeah, they went man into the matchup, and actually we pretty effective against the matchup. We didn't shoot the ball as well from the 3, but some of those shots that JB and TJ got were pretty good looks, So, but we actually executed pretty good against that because we got the ball in the paint against them, and you have to drive them. They're really good at using their size on what we call fires. So they put 2 guys on the ball, and you got to get it out of that, and they're big and long on that. But we were able to execute some good stuff, especially more so in the second half. First half, their physicality and their aggressiveness on the ball had us on our heels a little bit, especially early. Then we kind of settled in. I think we went 12-5 the last 2 rounds of the first half, which kind of got us in a good spot. And then in the second half, we were much better offensively.
Coach, what changed at halftime? What was your halftime talk?
I thought I said defensively we were good. We lost Johansson on 2 shots, which was not good. You know what I mean? One was a switch on a ball screen. The other one, we left him to guard a non-shooter on a scramble. So that's 6 points, or they would have had 16. So I thought the defense was pretty good. There was one action that they hurt us on a little bit. We went over that. But I said we just need to, keep playing the defense that we're playing. But offensively, we got to get better. We got to be stronger and tougher with the ball. Every catch got to be with 2 hands. Mike went for a pass on an inbounds with 1 hand. You can't do that when you're playing. Coach in the NBA. I mean, he won national championships. He's a hell of a coach, and they play tough and physical. That's how they won in Jamaica. So we knew it, but sometimes until you go through it, and we responded. We're much tougher offensively in the second half.
Just talking about the mile markers of a program, this program has never played a game in April before. Now you're going to play 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's, that's why you play in this tournament, to continue to play and go through these experiences. We talk about building this thing, and you look at the other programs that have played in this tournament, and what they've done after. We're trying to follow that same path, we talk about doing some special stuff. 22 wins ties the most wins in the history of the program. Now, the 2 other teams went to the NCAA tournament, so obviously had a greater accomplishment. The facts are we weren't good enough or experienced enough to go to the NCAA tournament this year, or the NIT. And then, but towards the end of the year, we were still in the mix there, banged up a little bit, but that's an excuse. You got to figure out a way, but we weren't ready to figure out a way. So this was our next best option for us, and it was a great option. And you have to continue to do the things necessary to build the program, and that's exactly what our guys have embraced in this. You play in this, and to play the home games, you have to spend some money. But I tell our guys all the time, don't spend your time, invest your time. And we didn't spend this money, we invested this money to play these 2 home games. That's why you play this. And who are you investing in? You are investing in 13 scholarship guys that decided to come here and play when there was no reason to do that. And to build something special here and to take the first step. That's what you're investing in. And when you invest, you have no idea if you're going to get a return on your investment. Because it wouldn't be an investment if you were guaranteed. But you have to take that chance. And if you look at the programs that have played in this, that's what they've done. And to be the type of program we all want to be, you have to invest. And it's paying off right now. Probably a good investment at this particular point. You know what I mean? A good investment. And it's great for the guys. And to be honest, at the end of the day, the student-athlete welfare and the experience that they gain from this, we know it's not the NCAA. It's not even the NIT. They only take 32 teams in the men's NIT. But it is something that those guys will remember this stuff the rest of their lives. And that's, to be honest with you, that's why you do it. And guys are growing, and you can see them do it. So as soon as I leave this soapbox, I'll answer any more questions if anybody has one.
We talk about Alexis yet.
He-
3 games in a row.
I mean,
what's he been doing in these games?
he's being Alexis Yetna. You know, I didn't even think he had a double-double. You know what I mean? But he's got such a great feel. The 9 defensive rebounds were big for us. You know, because a lot of times when you play a team like that, you got to keep their 5-man off the glass, but you may not be able to get it because he's so big. If you release on him, he plays over the top of you. So our 5-man, and Mike had 8, which is an incredible number because that's hard to do against a 7'3" guy defensively because you're more wedging and holding the wedge as opposed to rebounding. And that's how Lex gets some. But you're starting to see both those guys, 8 and 9 defensive rebounds for those 2 guys. You know, sometimes the guys complain when I jump their butt about not rebounding. They'll say, well, Lexi's getting all of them. Well, you know, go take them from him. And they're starting to get a little competitive in terms of the numbers, which is good. But, you know, what we need to do as a program, you know, Lex has emerged, and maybe a little bit of a surprise. You know, as we keep looking forward to the future, we need guys to make that same jump in 1 year that Lex made in the year that he sat out. Because that, again, adds another foundational piece to the program.
You're a Chicago guy. You're going to play DePaul.
Yep.
How excited are you for this?
I'm really excited for our guys. Obviously, a little special excitement for Xavier Castaneda to be able to go back home as well. I grew up watching DePaul. They were my favorite team growing up. You know, going all the way back to Dave Corzine, one of the best players that ever played there, went to my high school, 10 years older. I always say he was the 2nd best player that ever played at Hershey. You know, and DePaul was great during my childhood, and so I loved them. I saw some games where we'll play and then a lot of games at the Rosemont Horizon. That was not too far from where I grew up. So you used to be able to go in there and sit at the upper deck and watch games with, you know, Clyde Bradshaw and, you know, Terry Cummings and Mark Aguirre and, you know, Quentin Daly, who left and went to San Francisco. I mean, I know them all. At Channel 9, that games were on Channel 9. So it's fun. It's fun. I think you got 2 programs that are building, 2 programs that have a vision where they want to get to and using this tournament to kind of push that forward a little bit. So it will be a fun 3-game match just due to the fact that you got 2 programs that played in this to try to build for the future. And I have all the world of respect for Dave, the coach there. He did it once there, and I think he's making great progress again. I used to go to Ray Meyer basketball camp when I was a kid up in 3 Rivers, Wisconsin, 2 weeks outside. So, I mean, it's great. It's great.
Rosemont Horizon still there?
Rosemont, it's All-State Arena now, right, babe? Yeah, but they don't play there anymore. They have a new place down by McCormick Place. But you'll like it. I saw the Scorpions there. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured you'd be big on that. All right. Anything? This has digressed immensely. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for everything. See you Monday.